Drive-thru toy fans, what's happening? I'm Mitch Santona, and today we've got 2002's McDonald's Battlebots full collection. First up, I don't know the name. I used to watch the show all the time, and I loved it, and now I can't remember any of their names. But this is that Sawbot, and what this one does is when you pull it back, let's see if we can back this off a bit. You do this, and it should come at you, and as you can see, I don't have a lot of room to do this, but boom, there it is. It's chopping. It chops as it goes, so let's go in again. Pull it back a ways, a real far ways away, and then you can see as it goes, it chops as it does battle. And it's supposed to be like a chainsaw, and it's making that noise, and that's awesome. Next up, we have this one, and I don't know the names, and I can't remember. I don't have them listed. And I'm so sad about that because I did know the names back in 2002 when these things were popular. This is a cool one too, and it's just kind of like the saw blade, where the little harmless ladybug shell, as it comes at you, flaps up and down and smacks the other robot around. This is one I don't really remember from the show. It really looks cool, very, very neat. I kind of remember some spider walking going on, but I don't remember it looking like this too much, and I really can't see what kind of offensive weaponry this thing has. It does, you can see it just goes basically side to side, and all the little individual legs get all robotic and creepy, like you can see them moving individually. How that's an offensive weapon, I'm not sure, but nonetheless, it makes it unique from the other ones. This is a cool little concoction of saw blades and wheels. As this thing goes, it's supposed to do some tumbling. And it's very hard to show that off because you wind it back, and you really, really, really got to wind it back very far before it gets going. And then it does get going, and it eventually will tumble, and it just kind of does some cartwheel action here. So you got to trust me on that. It's really cool. As you can see, all these wheels are kind of interconnected by some sprockets and gears and whatnot, and then it will use that set as well after it tumbles. I will show you that you do pull it back, and see, a little bit anticlimactic, but you get the picture. I just have to roll that thing way the heck down there, and at that point it'd be out of frame. Nonetheless, very cool looking. Now, I totally remember this one from the show. It had some striking things up on top, and it had some little bladed, I don't know what those things were, serrated like claws or something in the front, but I remember this thing fighting in the show. I always liked this one. I really was into this when this was out because I'm a big robot fan. If you haven't checked my Transformers channel out, go check that out. But this thing is definitely the more aggressive of all of the ones that I have on the table. If you're going to fight these actual Battlebots on the table, I'm thinking this one is where I put my money. Here's another one I definitely remember from the show, too. It was basically like a ramp that this thing would come in, and it would scoop underneath all the other robots. It would go underneath them, and then it had this saw blade, and it would just chop up the other robots' guts. This thing, all it does really is you pull it back, and it spins, and then the saw blade spins as well. But you can see like how this would work on the show. It would come out to its opponent, it would sneak underneath its wheels, and then that's doing all the damage to all the important mechanics and stuff on these things for the KO. Now, this one I believe is purely fictional and made up for McDonald's. I do not remember a hamburger-style Battlebot, but I could be wrong. Maybe this does exist. I don't know if it's got a McDonald's symbol on it, or maybe McDonald's even sponsored one for all I know. I don't know. It looks like we got a couple of saw blades of doom here, and again, it's just a pullback toy, but when it does, it spins in both directions and really takes off. And then when it hits something, it changes directions on a dime too. So it's a formidable Big Mac, I'd say. Something you probably want to put in your mouth. And lastly, here's another one I definitely remember from the show. This guy for sure was in it. I can't remember what his name was. I want to say it was like Biohazard or something. I don't know. It's another pullback gimmick toy. And it's not really effective on against your other combatants. But on the show, it was highly effective. What it did was, you can see as you pull it back, it basically just has this little flipping lever thing, and it doesn't really do much here. But the idea was kind of like the ramp. It would get underneath an opponent. Let's get another opponent here, And if it got just right, it would use this lever, and this would flip violently, flip the other thing over, and then it would just ram it and keep on ramming it, just completely smash it up against the sides, and you were done for. So another cool entry. Let's get a group shot of these guys all together. Here it is, folks, the entire collection. I'm Mitch Santona. This has been 2002 McDonald's Happy Meal Battlebots set. Very cool. You can fight with these things if you want. You can have little BattleBot contests, all little wind-up figures, so they don't need batteries, nothing to wear out. So awesome little set. If you are a fan of the show like I was, then you got to pick these guys up, because I don't remember a lot of toys of these things. McDonald's had them. So take it easy. Take care. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. You guys are awesome. Have a great one.